you're like me, you got a lot of great taste, but maybe a small budget. DJ LumbaJack, your boy. We're gonna go through the best and the worst. Each episode is one record that I find while I crate dig. So here we go, Thrift Store Finds. I'm excited. Are you excited? Let's go. What's up, everybody, boys and girls, children of all ages? It is I, DJ LumbaJack, back again for Thrift Store Finds Vinyl Digs, episode 7. If you're liking what you're doing, put a like. If you don't, put a dislike, leave a comment, let me know. I want to make videos that you like, so the constructive criticism is helpful. Subscribe if you like the channel. Put that notification bell if you want to get notified when more videos come out. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the show, it's simply where I go to a thrift store, do some crate digging, and, you know, some stuff I already know, or I know an artist and I buy it, and I've never heard that album and I want to see what it's like. Or like this case, hey, I've never heard of this thing, but it looks interesting, and I'll show you why in a sec. And then I play it here for you, and we rate it. We do a review, we do a reaction. Some of it, like I said, I might have heard a track or two, but haven't heard the album. Some of it, like I said, I might know the artist and a track or two, but don't know the whole album, or I know the artist, but not the particular track, or it's a full-length album, and I've never heard of it, like this case, and it's really interesting, and I think it's a fun thing. So if you like what I'm doing, let me know. Here we go. It's episode 7, Yellowbird, Arthur Lyman of the Life series. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Now, another thing about this album, not only is it in pretty good condition, and I'll show you the record in a sec, but look at this inset here, talking about high fidelity and breaking down all the different equipment needed. Kind of a treat just from the jacket. If you're one of those vinyl collectors that just appreciates jacket art and layout, you know, also if you're just kind of into graphic design and layout, kind of a cool thing, especially at this time to show this kind of high-tech equipment. And then here is Arthur Lyman on the back. Now this is kind of a misnomer, at least for me, because I don't know that much about Arthur Lyman, and a lot of these, in this series, I don't really do a lot of pre-research for the episode because I like to go in cold and just have a blind reaction to it. But here he is on the congas. But what's interesting is you'll find as you listen to these tracks, he actually plays mainly vibraphone. So I don't know why they have a picture of him on the congas. Maybe this isn't Arthur Lyman, maybe it's someone else. But there are some covers on here, and it turns out this is kind of, as part of the Life series, this is kind of an album to exemplify high fidelity. And there's a lot of panning and a lot of audio stereographic kind of arrangement on the recording, which is interesting. So we're going to start with track 1, which happens to be Hava Nagila, which is sort of odd because I wouldn't picture from this album it to have a traditional Jewish song. So let's see how it all sounds. Ooh. What is that? All right, here comes the melody, but that was the harmony there, though. Nice flute melody, which I don't think is quite typical. A lot of times it's a clarinet or something, but sometimes it can be a flute. But that. Now, of course, this is traditionally played at bar mitzvahs, weddings, a lot of Jewish holidays, traditions, events, that kind of thing. But I think for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much a Latin jazz record. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong in that. I'm not gonna play this into that, but I like it. This is... Typically it's faster. They do the chair dance with this a lot. Weddings, I believe they play this. Yep, see, they're good. But the instrumentation, so you have the vibraphones. And maybe some organ in there. But this beginning harmony, I want to rewind it real quick. This beginning harmony is really interesting. Give it that Latin flavor. Okay, whoa, excuse me. Oh. All right, this next one is called Yellowbird. Ooh, this is like, I'm getting into some Hawaiian vibes here. Of course, the volcano. I mean, how awesome is this cover, of course? But very haunting and dreaming. This haunting melody is beautifully played by the Arthur Lyman group, featuring Arthur and his vibes on the right side, while you hear an oriental stringed instrument, pretty outdated, an Asian, I should say, I'm going to edit that, stringed instrument on the left side with throbbing bass and appropriate percussion. You'll want to hear it again and again. Very subdued, but really kind of catchy, and as it says, haunting. Those vibes. So I guess he was a vibe player. All right, track 3. Another traditional song, Ravel's Bolero. Some of you younger viewers, well, not so young now, but kind of my age and a little younger, maybe a little older, but in Step Brothers, this is the song they play at the Catalina Wine Mixer. Little jazz flute. Typically this is a rhythmic percussion part, right? So in here it says, a high fidelity living presence stereophonic recording is no accident. It is planned, deliberate, carefully executed undertaking. It is a planned, deliberate, carefully. It is a planned, deliberate, carefully executed undertaking. Probably no other term has been more abused than expressed by the words high fidelity. High fidelity simply means that true reproduction approximated as nearly as possible to the original playing. To achieve this intricate, highly specialized electronic sound equipment is necessary to engineer who does the job. To the engineer who does the job. Following is a detailed, illustrated outline of just what it takes to make a first-class, full-range, high-fidelity, stereophonic long-playing record, such as contained in this sealed package. So a little ad-libbing there on the piano part. Like it, I like it. So this builds. And here again, he is on the vibes with the lead. I mean, the vibes in essentially, especially if you talk to jazz players, is a rhythmic instrument. But a lot of times you can have someone featured as the lead, which is nice. You know, of course, my favorite is Roy Ayers, but that's a whole different story. Right? And so this is usually sung by an opera singer. This is a very triumphant end, so we'll listen to this to the end. And there we go. Okay, you know, it's not my favorite song in general, but I appreciate it for what it is. what it stands for in the test of time as far as the historical context of that song. And also the arrangement, you know, with the vibraphones, the jazz, the Arthur Lyman arrangement, shall we say, the composition. This one's Autumn Leaves, which is a traditional jazz song. Ooh, it says starts traditionally slow and quiet. Then in stark contrast, gets the percussive up-tempo treatment. I'm excited. So you can see your grandma and grandpa slow dance to this. Again, very dreamy. Kind of loungy. I'm just fast forwarding because I want to get into the breakdown again. This video isn't going to be 2 or 3 minutes, obviously, but I don't want it to be exponentially long because we listen to the whole track of, or sorry, every track of the whole. Oh. Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily faster, but it's like a little cha-cha. Definitely that Latin lounge jazz. Very 50s, you know, mid-century. Mid-century modern is so hot right now. Especially when it comes to, vintage furniture. I know, because that's what my wife does, on a tangent. But anyways. I like it, though. I mean, like, I could have a cocktail to this. Gin martini, shaken, not stirred. Yeah. I dig it. Oh. Ooh, I like that ending. So last episode, you know, with Hiroshima, they did a lot of fade out. So I never really considered that as far as like grading the album, but like since last episode last week, I definitely want to grade these. Or the fade out or how the song is ended is definitely a factor of how I like the album. Okay, after Autumn Leaves is Arrivederci Roma. A popular favorite of a couple of years past. Comes to life again with vibes, marimba, bass, piano, and other percussive instruments. Again, can you see yourself? Oh, have to catch a flight out of Rome. You're on the streets of Rome having a quick macchiato before you catch your flight back home. Arrivederci, Roma. Another kind of like bossa nova thing. Nice little piano solo. Nothing special, but pretty nice. And the last one on this. Oh, I like that little flute there. Yeah, see, you know, it's always nice to have a little closure. You know what I'm saying? A little closure. Okay, this one's called Sweet and Lovely. This is one of the shorter tracks, looks like on this side, but oh, kind of a blues. Yeah, kind of like very interesting blues arrange, like if it works for me. Jury's still out. Weird to kind of hear that mix. Talk about a mashup, huh? They were doing mashups before the house music, all right? So, I don't know. I'll let you know about it. I gotta think about that. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, there was something that happens here. I want to. It's like a. Did I hear that right? Is it coming up? Here we go. Huh. Now this goes into a little bit more traditional jazz. Alright, I think I've heard enough of what I want to hear about that song. Okay. Side one, Mambo Tambo. This one's I think gonna be pretty kind of, what should I say? Like stereotypical 50s resort music or something? I don't know how to describe it, but it's an interesting sound. A lot of stereoscopic things going on. Bird calls and the scraper going left and right. Appreciate that. A pulsating, exciting composition. This is more typically Arthur Lyman and features the moving guido, maracas, and tambourine. So I believe that's an instrument. I believe, is that the guido? Kind of sounds like a bird call. And that. There's two sounds going on there though. Right? And then there's also just kind of the straight, kind of more scraping sound. I like it. Just because there's so many different sounds going on. Just from all over too, you know? It's an atypical song, like not really a groove. I mean, you can kind of groove to it, but just sort of out there, you know? Okay, now I'm feeling it. There's the congas. Short and sweet. That's one of my favorite of the album. Favorite tracks of the album for sure. So far, high rate of sampleability, so that definitely gets pluses. So this one's called Andalusia. Starts slowly, builds, and then blossoms out into an exotic wonder. So 5 tracks total on the first side, 7 total on the B side, second side. So says he plays the vibes. Why would they feature someone playing the congas? Is he also playing the congas? I don't know, but I'm digging it. All right. That's building. I'm digging it. Definitely straight up Latin jazz. Little loungy, but not as loungy as the other ones, if that makes sense. I mean, pretty similar instrumentation, but just the way it's composed. Can't really put my finger on it, but just kind of, I guess, sticking more to traditional jazz composition rather than poppy lounge stuff, maybe. Of course, we know that melody. You can sort of recognize that melody. I think they did a lot of, you know, because on here is Adventures in Paradise, Granada, September Song, John Henry. I think there's a lot of cover songs. And there's a Life series. Maybe they're trying to highlight this high fidelity and all this technological wonders. You know what I mean? So, again, that was Andalusia. This song, track 3 of the B-side, side 2, is Adventures in Paradise. And this is the theme song to the famous TV show, I guess famous at the time, Adventures in Paradise. Written by Gardner McKay. Well played. You know, I'm not one of my favorites, so it's okay. I'm just going to skip ahead because I'm not really digging it. Okay, this is Granada. So here, Arthur Lyman Group does a Latin production with maracas, guido, sleigh bells, and all the other percussive goodies with, incidentally, not all Latin, I guess. Not all the goodies. Bringing a brand new Latin sound. All right, let's check it out. Again, I didn't notice before, but they actually gave the times of each track, which I appreciate. So, Mambo Tambo, which is the shortest one, is 1:55. Oh. Oh, yeah. This is a traditional Spanish song, I believe. I like it. It's cheerful, you know? Definitely make you think of the old country. It's gonna pick back up again. Okay. I think it's going to kind of play with us for a while here. This one we got to let it play out. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, September Song. This is a beautifully simple arrangement with a dreamy sound, South Sea feeling. So this one's 4:52. We're not going to play the whole thing. Okay, and we'll kind of... Whoa. Not my favorite, but definitely gives you that mood. Okay, the final song is John Henry. Probably no other group would choose this American work song, a folk tune, to give exotic treatment, but Arthur does, and it's different all the way. So yeah, it's about, you know, I'm trying to think of, well, let's wait till this ends. So I don't think there's been one fade out. So kudos to Arthur Lyman and his group. No fade outs. The no fade zone. All right, the final track of Yellowbird, Arthur Lyman. Again, kind of that blues, but with vibes being the lead. See, I like this matchup better. Maybe it's just because I'm more familiar with the song, but yeah, okay. Shuffle, a little shuffle. I'm digging it. All right, we're gonna see how this one ends. Strip it down. Slow it down. All right. Well, that is Yellowbird, Arthur Lyman Group from the Life series, episode 7 of Thrift Store Finds. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Sam from Viral Media Network. And before I go, I got to grade this. What was my take? Now, again, here are some factors involved with grading. How well did I like the album? What kind of condition is it in, considering it's a thrift store find? Sampleability. I just said how it starts and how it ends, the composition of the song. Those main 4 factors and some other things, and also how well I personally liked it. And I'm going to give this one a solid 9. I wanted to grade it higher, but I gave it I was going to grade it a 10, but I notched it 1 down just because some of the songs just weren't really my vibe, and they were a little bit too loungy and sort of just felt, I know at the time they were probably really cool, but they're just so canned and just so kind of loungy and just, but a cool feeling, you know, but the sampleability was pretty high, and, you know, the quality of the record was high. They ended the songs well. They had great composition breakdowns. Some of the mashups worked. Some of them didn't. But all in all, a 9 ain't too bad. Arthur Lyman, Yellowbird, the Life series, episode 7 of Thrift Store Finds. Thank you again so much for watching. I'm Sam from Viral Media Network, a.k.a. DJ LumbaJack. If you like what you're seeing, give a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below. If you don't like it, put the thumbs down, and also leave a comment and tell me why. I want to make these videos for you and make them good. So if you don't like what you're seeing, hopefully I can improve on that, and that's what it's about. Hey, I'm doing what I can with what I got, and hopefully you can support that, and I can only continue to get better and use this as an opportunity for growth. We'll see you next time on Thrift Store Finds Viral Day. Peace.